You know, I wish a flood would happen. Not like a major one, but just the one. I don't know. I wish. I don't know why I want like a flood to happen. But we get up in these sprinkles in South Carolina. I wish this guy would just dump its load and quit doing sprinkles. Basically, is what I'm saying. Wish it would just dump its load and quit. Just I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing that it's dumping it. That it's keeping the stuff. Well, you know what, Scarlett? You're right. That's the point. If it's sprinkling, that means it's not dry enough for a wildfire. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. If there's still water moving around in the air, that means we're not going to turn into California. I didn't think about that. I just know that the constant thunderstorms are making me miserable. But you're right. I mean, it is making my inflammation, my joints happen worse, but it's also keeping South Carolina from becoming a little hell on earth. I didn't think about that. Because you're right, no water means wildfires, and wildfires is literally hell on earth. I didn't think about that. You got a point. South's having these spurts here and there, these light showers and light thunderstorms, but it's keeping the ground moist. I didn't think about that. It was keeping, even though the ground's drying pretty quickly after these bursts, but it's keeping water moving. And you're right, I did just watch a video about desert cities and them running out of water and them literally getting they're about one or two screw ups and becoming nothing but fireballs. And yeah, I know what I thought about California because I'm tired of hearing about California. I'm tired of hearing about New York. I'm tired of hearing about the morons that elect other morons. And I'm just tired of hearing about the stupid. Every time I open the app, Scarlett, it's blue state stupid, blue state stupid. No matter what state it is, as long as I haven't heard anything about a red state yet being really stupid. I've heard about them being really strict on crime, throwing people in jail for anything they can come up with. I mean, that's all I say about red states is like, oh, you do something wrong in a red state, you're going to the county jail. You're going to the state penitentiary. I mean, I live in a red state where they like to throw people in jail a lot, for the most part. But again, most people they are throwing in jail are people that are troublemakers anyway. And people that don't want to behave themselves or treat their fellow man with dignity. At least the people the red states are throwing in jail are people that kind of deserve to go to jail. Shoplifters, car thieves, whatever other criminal idiot is out there. That's something I'd say about red states. They're cracking down and coming up with all kinds of crazy, do the crime, do the time kind of behaviors. Even executing, sex offenders. But I think instead of them, well, I know I was playing RoboCop, but I wish they would take that approach to certain things in law enforcement. The Judge Dredd RoboCop approach. Bad guys at the end of your gun, you blow his brains out. I know it doesn't work that way. I know it's just movies. Well, I don't even have a Judge Dredd game, but I just know that kind of law enforcement appeals to me. I know that's wrong, but I'm sorry, but they don't use what little brain cells they have anyway. So go ahead and ventilate their head. There's nothing up there anyway. Like that video with that girl that got arrested, and she was bashing her head in the backseat of the car. And the cops are trying to stop her, and the guy doing the video was like, and I don't like that guy. I like him. He always points how stupid the people are. And he said, well, she's not going to damage nothing important anyway. I know I don't like it when people, I don't like the way, I know I'm not being a very nice person, but look how much I'm suffering. I hate my situation. The voices won't go. I mean, you're not a problem. The other guy's the problem. Can you get rid of him, please? I keep thinking that the only time I ever felt happiness, it keeps coming back up, is when I got those 2 games that Christmas, the same Christmas I got the Super Nintendo for the first time. I think it's the only time I ever felt pleasure in my life. Every picture of me in my journal, my album in there, I'm never smiling because I'm never happy. And yeah, I keep thinking if I had a woman in my life, a wife, and I think I'd be happy. Or at least better off. I don't know. I mean, you've been telling me for years, if she came into my life, this woman you've been telling me exists, that if she was around, a lot of the crap I'm dealing with, a lot of the depression and all that would go away. And everybody keeps saying that. If I had somebody around, if I had a spouse, a lot of the crap that's caused by the isolation and the being an outcast will go away if I had if I had her. I didn't think about a thing with that. Like I said, I'm just tired of the spurts and the thunderstorms and how bad it makes my legs hurt. Besides, if she was around, Scarlett, let's be honest, if she was in my life, say, if I got her in my life, she showed up in my life, and then we go find the 2-bedroom house like you're saying it's gonna happen, or 2-bedroom thing. When she shows up, not if she shows up. When she shows up, saying when she shows up, okay. The life that you said, the things you said would go better with me, are better because she's around to help me and be a support. I mean, I know you've told me no relationship is perfect, but what about it? I know you said once we connect, me and her, that we will need each other to have the best quality of life. We will not be able to walk away from each other because we can't function separate. And you said it's both my financial point and other points, that we need each other to have our best life. You say that once we are together, we'll never separate. And knowing that I know that 90% of people break up because of how they do their bank account, when all of a sudden the bank account can be fixed. And right now I'm not doing too damn good with mine. I mean, because the G.I. Joe game broke, and I just grabbed the first one I could find with a good looking disc and ordered it. But it was bundled with Transformers for $30. And I still haven't got my ink yet. It says my ink's gonna be delivered sometime today or tomorrow, but yeah, the printer's out, the white printer's out of ink. So I thought I didn't have more money left over, and I did, but I go a whole nother month and then something breaks. My favorite G.I. Joe game. Yeah, it won't, it'll work kinda, but it won't. It's got something wrong. If you look at the bottom of it, it's got something I can't get, something got a place on it or something. It just keeps freezing up, and it won't install to the hard drive. It's not working right. So I ordered a replacement disc that looked better. And it was bundled with Transformers, so that's what the guy was selling it as. So, yep, which Transformers? The Transformers movie game, the one that goes with the movies over there. Yeah, the only Transformers game I ever played was that time I had that one copy of Transformers War Cybertron that I got from GameStop when I was living with Wendell at first. Man, I played the heck out of that game. But you can't find that game anymore. It's a collector's item and nobody reports with it. I never played any of the Transformers movie games, but yeah, if I have Transformers, the movie games, I have Transformers movie game, G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra, and Star Trek, the movie game, along with all the other movie title games, which is what I grew up on a lot of. Like, I think me buying movie tie-in games is just me trying to buy an account of game I know I can beat, because I could always beat those in all those movie tie-in games. And anything else I just suck at. Tomb Raider, I keep screwing it up and soft locking it because I'm an idiot. I cannot figure out Tomb Raider. I cannot figure out any of the Bethesda games. Like, I can't figure out Fallout. I can't figure out Doom. I can't figure out, any of their crap. And then the Tom Clancy stuff, I don't I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just can't find them engaging. I just don't engage with them as a military style game. And then the Battlefield games, they're too hard. Just like the Call of Duties, they're too hard. So yeah, I mean, by engaged based on movies, it's just, I don't know, maybe grasping at straws wanting to play something I know how to win at. I mean, I am making progress in Halo, but it's not like I hadn't played Halo before. I just hadn't beat it by myself. I've only beat it with someone else on the second controller. Why not even have this conversation when the camera's running? I don't know. Yeah, I know I said a thing about I didn't think about it. That rain is keeping wildfire from happening. You pointed out a good thing. Even though there are little sprinkles here and there, they're keeping the ground from drying out. I didn't think about that. I guess that technically means, the South really is the Bible Belt, or at least this part of the South, because we're getting, moisture here and there to keep us from being wildfire territory like California. But then California is run by idiots, and if it wasn't run by idiots, they probably wouldn't have so many wildfires. I mean, because when we had the fire up at the mountains here, the Table Rock fire, they had trouble dealing with it first, but then this big wet, big water, big rainstorm come through and put most of that out. So something caused that, and then God put it out. I just wish God would put my problems out. I know everybody keeps telling me I've done nothing wrong. I know I've done nothing wrong. You look on the law, you look in the books, I've done nothing wrong. And you keep telling me I'm dealing with just another bully in my life who doesn't like me because I'm different. I'm just getting sick of dealing with them, Scarlett. 45 years of constantly being treated like crap because I have asthma and schizophrenia. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of running into people like this. I'm tired of dealing with these assholes. I wish they get hit by lightning or something. I'm tired of them. I wish that people think because you're disabled you can just turn it off like a switch. I wish God would just lightning strike every one of these dumb assholes. When you tell them you do the best you can and you're disabled and you have all these health problems, they're like, no, you have to clean it with bleach, or you have to do this, you have to do that. And you tell them you can't, and that's not good enough for them. And they're like, I'm not gonna admit you paid your rent this month, and I'm also not gonna give you a lease when your lease is up because I don't like you because you won't do what I want because because you're disabled. I'm tired of dealing with these people. I wish a bolt of lightning would strike people like this right off the face of the earth. I think we just get struck by lightning and struck down by God, because I'm getting tired of these people. They're not like you can turn your handicaps off because they said so. I wish God would just lightning strike every one of these idiots. I'm tired of them. I'm sick of dealing with them for 45 years. I wish they did not exist. I hate their prejudice, I hate their ignorance, and I wish they would just get struck by lightning.